California grow. Yeah, yeah. California grow.
Welcome back to another edition of Rough Notes, right over my shoulder, and Casual Thoughts. And there's Bob Fischetti running over to assist with board operator Kurt Baird. We had the Tyler Rich song on Whiskey Go Bad, and I think that affected Kurt Baird, Mr. Smith. Chuck Smith, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, did the board go bad with the whiskey, or did the
I don't know if
board
he poured
operator
whiskey go
change
bad?
to whiskey?
I'm a teetotaler.
He's
Oh,
a
he's a
teetotaler.
teetotaler.
That's true. We don't want to start any vicious rumors. Mr. Teetotaler himself. John Cassidy here. Nice to see you. Chuck Smith right here. And Bob Fischetti is hiding behind the board operator, Kurt Baird, for some reason. They're working through some technical issues, but this is the Rough Notes and Casual Thoughts
Radio version.
And Chuck Smith wrote a great column on Saturday that appears every Saturday in the Weekender in the Appeal Democrat newspaper in Yuba, Sutter, Colusa counties, and that's Rough Notes and Casual Thoughts, the written edition. And if you're interested in the Sutter Buttes and where that naming situation might change, there's some interesting commentary there from Chuck. Chuck, where are we at with that? That's been quiet for a while.
Well, it's whoa.
What's wrong?
Oh,
you're hearing it in the speakers? Yeah, I just take them off.
Not so quiet in the speakers. So,
I'm loud enough to hear without speakers.
okay,
Well, there was an earthquake last week in 5.9 outside of Carson City, so maybe that's affecting us today. I don't know. It takes a while for that stuff to roll.
I didn't hear that feedback.
Sounds like
until,
it's coming from the roof.
until Pachetti got back there.
Yeah.
Well,
No kidding.
Fischetti, no spaghetti with Fischetti. Anyways,
So let's go back.
So let's talk about that because the history of the Sutter Buttes is very interesting, and there's been some name change possibilities tossed around over the years because of John Sutter's history. At least that's the argument people are making. No, there's some kind of construction.
Speakers.
Oh, you know what they're doing? There's some big street work going on just down the alleyway. That's what it is. There's they're ripping up some concrete behind the building. It's right, literally just to the north of the studio here. Can you hear it through the speakers? Interesting.
Never heard that before, ever.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the construction that's going on.
Well, how's the construction causing that? Did you put earphones on? You can hear
I don't want to hear it. That makes it really rough and really rough notes.
It's a little rough getting a note out today, but so let's go back to the Sutter Buttes, and there actually is a federal body. I'm going to get the name wrong, but it's the
It's gone.
It's out of the Geological Survey, and there's a body that decides what the names of geographic features in the United States and unincorporated communities in the United States will be named.
Got it.
And it was established
Because Sutter is still an unincorporated city, correct?
Yeah,
yes.
the community of Sutter.
Yeah, community of
and
Sutter.
there's no proposal to change that name.
Got it.
But I want to go back to the function of this federal agency.
Before you say anything else, can we welcome Bob Fischetti in person here? Actual, look at that.
Oh, that's what he looks like.
That's the rough part of Rough Notes and Casual Thoughts right there. That's Bob Fischetti, ladies and gentlemen.
Darn,
Needs no introduction. Mr. 93Q Community Radio, 93Q TV on YouTube, and Tower Media Empire. So good to see you, Bob.
It's good to be here. I want to be careful how I say this.
Here we go.
But I actually missed you guys.
Really?
Yeah, I know. It's really weird.
Oh, I can't wait to tell Scott Anderson that he got disked by Bob Fischetti right on the air. Yeah.
Actually, on a side note, I'll be with Scott tonight.
Yes, we'll talk about that. I have that on my list.
All right.
You're going to be a mediator of the great debate.
Yeah, it's not a debate. It's really interesting. They made it clear to the candidates it's a forum.
A forum.
So we don't want them to debate. We want them to tell us what you are going to do for this area when you go to Washington, which I thought was really good. So.
Well, we'll touch on that in a minute. That's exciting stuff. And you're involved as one of the mediators or one of the at least
Moderators,
provocateur.
Well, you know, they don't want it to be a debate, but you put me there. What were you thinking?
Exactly. All right, Chuck, let's get back to the Sutter Buttes and the naming and where we're at with that potentially.
Well, I want to go all the way back to this federal agency that's responsible for the names and why they have this responsibility. Back in the late 19th century, there were a number of different...
You mean when Fish was born?
Yeah. There were a number of federal maps with different names on the maps.
Oh, that's right.
So...
Different names on federal maps? Like 2 federal maps had different names?
Yes. Well, because they didn't have anybody coordinating it.
Correct.
Oh,
And whoever
okay.
was
It was
creating
all
the
over.
map,
It was all over the map.
Yeah,
that's where the term "all over the map" came from.
No,
Yeah.
So one agency was creating this map based on what these people called this
Right.
place, and another one. There was another name for it. Maybe it popped up on the map. So they needed an agency to coordinate all that. So they do that today. And again, it's geological features, lakes,
Got it.
valleys,
Got it.
streams,
Got it.
sloughs.
Yeah, that's right. Because there are names of sloughs.
Yeah,
all
and,
over. Yeah.
and unincorporated communities.
Interesting.
So if you incorporate and name your city Yuba City, they have nothing to say about it. Okay,
But if you're unincorporated, then the feds
could have a say. And
Interesting.
And so there's also a process. If you want to recommend a name of a feature that's never been named,
or a feature that had a name that may be inaccurate.
or yes, or you have it could be a simple misspelling.
Interesting.
Or it could be because of, in the case of John Sutter, in the case of a number of names that are being changed, the history of the individual
Okay.
who the feature's named after. And it's interesting because anybody, and I mean anybody, can today go online and recommend a name change. And
Even if it's an established name?
yeah,
If it's an unincorporated.
you can recommend it.
Doesn't mean it's
So it doesn't mean it's going to
Oh,
make
got it. Yeah.
It doesn't mean it's going to make it on a list of proposed.
Yeah, it's
name
kind of like the
changes.
50 people. The people put $5,000 up to run for governor of California just to say I ran for governor of California, and you're on the ballot.
Right. There is a vetting process. There is a vetting process before it gets on a list. I'm not sure what that vetting process is, and I don't know what the percentage is once a
Things
proposed
get changed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that percentage is off the list, how many times it gets changed, but the fact that it got that one individual, a woman from Nevada City, proposed changing the name of the Sutter Buttes to the Sacred Buttes. Now this was two years ago in
Correct.
April.
Yeah.
A year later, there was another proposal. Someone who's been involved in the California Heritage, Tribal Heritage research, recommending changing the name from the Sutter Buttes to Middle Mountain.
Right.
Now, what the
Middle Mountain.
Middle Mountain?
Yeah.
So what happens to after such a proposal is the feds go to the state. There's a agency in the state. It's a advisory committee, and they ask for their opinion. And the idea is that this agency gets input from local government agencies. In this case, Sutter
Because the board of supervisors said they didn't support it.
Yeah, they don't support it. Mike Ziegenmeyer, who's the
Representative from that area.
representative from the area, organized a petition gathering thing. They got over 3,000 signatures just from Sutter alone, essentially. So that advisory committee in California meets every 3 months. So they've been meeting every 3 months since the proposal and punting it down the road. They were looking for input. I don't know where the tribes are on any of this. Now I had one individual who's worked with tribes for a number of years say, I don't know that they care what you call it because there's 13 different tribes around here who had their own name for it.
Right, correct.
Yeah.
So
I had that same conversation with that individual.
I really don't think.
Wow.
Yeah, I really don't think they care necessarily, but I don't know. I don't know whether they've had that feedback. But the two proposals are sitting there I think the next meeting is late June or something. Next opportunity.
So okay.
yeah.
So my biggest fear now is that the Salmon Cassidy may get renamed. Somebody may go after that, but it's in incorporated Yuba City in a restaurant. Is that a problem or?
Well, we're talking about land
Because
features.
it's that City Cafe.
yeah, we're talking about land features.
I think
Land
we
features.
should.
So
I think-
salads are not.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry. Okay.
Since anybody could do it, I think that we should all three go together, call it the Fischetti Foothills, right?
Oh, I like that.
The Smith Summit and Cassidy Cliff.
Oh,
And
the
we'll just-
cliff. I get
we
the
would-
cliff. Get that, Kurt. I'm going off the
What
cliff.
about me?
What about Kurt? What about Kurt? The bag with he's the bag of the buttes. The bag of the
Blowhard
buttes.
Bluff.
The Butte Bag.
The bag of the blowhard of the buttes. Yeah,
Blowhard
whatever.
If you
Well,
do-
that's really
Well, here's the
interesting.
thing: if you do
Mr.
want,
Bagpiper.
if you do want to do that, there is a website.
Oh
No,
my
seriously,
word.
it's on the front page when you go to.
That's
Nash-
crazy.
Yeah, I'll get you the name.
That's
the
really
real name of the
crazy
agency.
to do that.
What
know
did you call it again? The Fischetti
Foothills.
Foothills. I
Well,
like
it's
it.
better than the
Foothills.
Fischetti
I
Flats.
like Smith Summit. It just sounds like a place you'd go to. I'm gonna go up and camp out at Smith Summit.
Oh my
Cassidy
word.
Cliff I'm going to avoid because I'm not sure who's jumping off that puppy.
Well, anyway,
Oh, tough day.
so that is the status of that. It is like sitting there.
That's a right, and I love it that the idea of the tribes recognizing there's so many of them. How would you get all those names, and then how would you combine them so that they
Right.
were all represented? And it was like that's just a lot. I mean, I could see them going, yeah, not interested, right?
Well-
Just because of that. If it was a single tribe, right, it would be easy. And I don't know, like the lady that wants, she's from Nevada City, wanting to call it Sacred, what's
Sacred Buttes.
Sacred Buttes.
Because it was sacred to all of the tribes.
So she was looking for
So
that.
that's kind of a politically
Got it.
correct way
Yeah.
to cover all the bases there. Okay. All right.
Well, usually though, when they do something like that, if something's been around a long time,
Yep.
the people would, it's like I've known gals, they get married, they change their last name, and in my
Yep.
phone it's still got their maiden name.
Hey, it's only
because
been a-
we just,
It's only been officially the Sutter Butte since the 1949, by the way.
Oh, is that it? Just
Oh, is that really?
Yeah,
There was no designation before that? Before
There
19
have been at least 23 names.
So everybody calls it something different because there's a Middle Mountain Foundation, right? Which was
Right.
Is that group still
yeah,
in force?
yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no, and Middle Mountain, from what I understand, is an interpretation of Native American. I'm trying to think of the actual. It may have been in the column. The actual Maidu name for the mountain.
Well, if you've got the coastal range in the Sierras, it would be a middle mountain.
Well, there's that. Yeah.
I mean,
That's a good call
So
right
two
there.
things. So anyway, before 1949, it was known as the Marysville Buttes, just like
Unbelievable.
everything else around it.
What?
Yeah.
It just cracks me up. My wife was watching a program, and it was, I was kind of amazed. It was 10 theme parks, big theme parks,
Yeah.
that no longer exist.
Oh.
And they were showing how the property they were on, because there's something else there, that if somebody didn't tell you the history, you could be standing in the middle of what was a
And
popular
you wouldn't-
attraction. You
well,
wouldn't even know it was ever there.
Playland at the beach in San Francisco. It
Yeah.
was massive growing
Yeah.
up. And then it went poof. Now it's the Safeway and now they're taking the Safeway and they're going to build housing. Anyway, that's good information, Chuck. By the way,
Yeah.
great column this week. You covered a bunch of stuff in there, and talking about the 76 bus crash, the three articles this week. If you haven't, if you weren't around Yuba Sutter, I remember growing up in the Bay Area. It was a junior in high school when it happened.
Well, that's where the crash occurred. The Bay Area.
It was terrible. Yeah, right. Yeah, it was terrible.
Chronicle's all over it.
Yep.
Examiner all over it.
Yep. But you made some interesting observations in your column, Rough Notes and Casual Thoughts, this past Saturday in the Weekender edition of the Appeal Democrat, when you talked about how they kind of framed Yuba City as kind of a not so fun place to live and grow up.
The Time magazine article.
Yeah, they kind of took a shot at Yuba City.
Luckless City.
Luckless City.
Berries It's
Yeah.
Dead, I think was the.
Yeah. Thanks,
Full of
National.
seedy
Thanks, National.
bars.
Yeah,
I remember
CD
that.
bars,
Straight
yeah.
out American Graffiti.
Yeah,
My
thanks,
mom
thanks,
wrote to
thanks a
Time
lot, National
Magazine.
Media.
Oh, okay. So
She wrote to Time Magazine and told them what she thought about their article.
Yeah, how's that working out in New York for you right now? Great, good job. Crime soaring. Yeah, you keep New York. We'll take Yuba City, Mr. Time, Mr. and Mrs. Time Magazine. You can have it. Anyway, a lot to be excited about here, and yeah, a lot of good
I do want
stuff.
to say, if you haven't, and you're one, if you haven't had a chance to visit the Sutter Theater on Plymouth Street,
Yeah, there's the plaque.
you should do that. But go into the lobby and just take a look at. They did a little memorial in the lobby at the Sutter Theater, and why this is important is that in the days following the bus crash, I mean, the
And this was
community.
1976.
Yeah, the community lost 28 singers all at once.
The
Wow.
choir. Yeah.
Young,
Yeah.
all in high school, the a cappella choir, and there was a push in the community. We need to build a performing arts center in their name,
in their honor.
and there was, this news spread across the nation. They were hoping maybe to get, donations from outside the community as well inside the community. Did not raise enough money for the performing arts
You know,
center.
the interesting thing is if that God, it's not going to happen, thank God. But if that was to happen in this era, with all the crowdfunding and all the online
yeah,
funding,
yeah.
you probably would have had a shot.
Yeah.
I don't know. At any
Yeah.
rate, so years later, Sutter Performing Arts Association has purchased the old movie theater.
Yep.
They're in the process of converting it. They've created the black box. There's
Right.
performances
Yep.
there now.
Yep.
And it's currently run, and it's been run and very ably by Yuba Sutter Arts Council. The Performing Arts Center turned the theater over to them for the operation, and now they're still trying to raise money for the 300-seat
To
theater.
finish, yeah.
But
yeah.
the Performing Arts, the Sutter Performing Arts Association, the nonprofit that acquired the movie theater and began this conversion project, recognized that promise had never been fulfilled, and that is why they have that memorial.
Memorial
on the
there.
plaque.
Yeah,
plaque.
it's pretty
To
cool.
remember, yeah.
Well, speaking of memorials, this was I got really mad when I heard this last week when somebody decided to strip the reins off of the Cotton Rosser statue downtown Marysville.
Is that what they did? Just
I think they took the reins, is what I understand, and they did some damage to this beautiful bronze statue that was put up in Cotton Rosser, America's Cowboys honor.
Can you
The
get
Rosser
money for
family, Flying
bronze
U Rodeo.
rings?
You know, that's
Can
what
you
get
somebody,
money per
somebody
drive?
said
They'll
this
steal
morning.
anything.
They
I mean-
they thought that they might have done that to recycle
like
it.
copper.
But, yeah, like copper. But you know,
Let me tell you, that guy, with or without reins, Cotton, could ride any horse. That dude was amazing. And hopefully now they'll put, I don't know what you're going to put around it, maybe a fence of some kind where it doesn't detract from it. But Cotton was one tough hombre. And I wouldn't want to mess with Cotton and his reins if Cotton was alive, even at, 90-some years old when he passed away. That dude was one tough hombre. And Flying U Rodeo, they do the rodeos all over the western United States, provide the stock. Reno, carrying it on in Cotton's legacy, and Karen, the whole family, the Rosser family's amazing. They've done a lot for Yuba Sutter, Cotton's Cowboy Corral, and a shame that vandals had to go attack that
Yeah.
incredible bronze statue. I think it's been up, about a year now? Maybe a little
Yeah.
over. In fact, I think one of the Hearst family donated a lot of money to that, if
Yeah.
I recall.
It went up on September 11th of last year.
Okay, wow. So almost a year. Wow. Okay. Some other good news, or some good news is a bunch of the girls from the softball players from this region who went on from high school to D1. Obviously, the most notable, the young lady from Marysville High School, Janissa Conway, playing center field for that small university in Michigan, Big Blue, University of Michigan. Unbelievable. She had a great season, batted over 300, and I think they just fell in the Big Ten quarters, but they're in the NCAA tournament, and there's a bunch of other gals, local gals, who are playing D1 and were also in the tournament. Hats off to the softball community here, because Yuba College has an amazing female girls program out there. The facilities are phenomenal, and yeah, it's great to see those opportunities come to some of our local Yuba Sutter, Colusa gals that play softball. And there's a young lady from Wheatland who's pitching, who's playing also D1 softball. By the way, speaking of Yuba College, last night I went to their awards ceremony for all their academic achievers. Some pretty amazing students. Everything from nursing to folks that are going to go on to be doctors, biology students. Some really, really bright, hardworking students at Yuba College are recognized. About 60 of them got recognized last night. Graduation is this Friday night out at Yuba College. You don't want to miss that. As a trustee for a little over a year now, I'm very proud. And we're going to lose Tawny Dotson, who's an amazing president of the college. She got an opportunity to go to one of the largest junior colleges, Mount San Antonio, down south near Temecula. And great move for her. She gets to be a superintendent, so a bigger role in a bigger school and district. So she's earned it. She's an outstanding president and did a great job for Yuba College.
Awesome individual.
Yeah, really connected the college back to the community in her 6-year plus tenure here, and we're going to miss Tawny a lot. But she gave us a lot to build on, which is awesome. And Chuck and Bob, the cannery situation. So the $9 million, or is it 10.5 or 9? I've seen two different numbers. Anyway, it's a lot of money that the peach farmers are going to get a chance to. There's a picture of Ranjit David in the Appeal Democrat this week, where they can remove their trees and then replace their trees with different types of products, because the Del Monte canning plant in Modesto closed, and there's nowhere for these peaches to go.
Yeah, they plant. I mean, it takes a long time to one for peach trees to mature, and then and then you start. But you only plant them if you have hopes of
a market
of selling them, and they had contracts for as long as 20 years just disappear. So.
Well, I was speaking to someone about this, and they said there was actually one or more of the people that own those, that their trees had just matured this year. Yeah. So they were right at the edge, and then boom, you know.
Yeah, no.
It would seem like it would have been great for somebody to pick up that cannery, right? Or something similar, instead of changing the crops.
Well, one of the things I understand also that's happened is times change. They used to use peaches a lot in baby food. That's not a product that goes into baby food anymore. So the market for peaches, which is hard to believe because peaches are so good. They're good for you. They're amazing taste. And Yuba Sutter's been famous for their peaches up here for decades.
Sutter County grows more peaches than the entire state of the peach state, Georgia.
Georgia, correct.
Yeah.
So that
Sutter
would mean
County
that whoever made the decision, we're going to give money to this, that decision, I mean, they had to be thinking, well, if we're going to spend that much money on the farmers, why don't we just fix the Del Monte, right?
The problem is there's no
nobody's
market.
buying the peaches.
Okay, that's where I was going, Chuck.
Yeah.
So, but the problem is, so you fix that, and you haven't fixed anything.
No.
Well,
because now they still can't.
There's a lot
no
of crop.
market.
I'm not a farmer. I'm not going to pretend to be. There's a lot of crop rotation issues that occur over time based on market conditions and what have you. So, the federal government has always stepped in to support, farming in this country to keep it going. But there are changes that occur that you can't really count on. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend I'm an expert on the peach market. I'm not. But I have talked to some farmers that said they saw this coming for a while. So this will help, obviously, a lot of farmers replant, change out the crop from peaches to something else, and probably almonds or almonds, depending on your preference, walnuts.
It won't be hemp.
It won't be hemp. No, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen.
No. They've tried that enough in Sutter County. They ended it. They brought it back. They ended it. They brought it back.
Yep.
Cost a lot of money.
Wow.
Yep.
Hey, I see that one of our region's coffee snobs has also taken another job.
Who's that?
Dr. Fong Lu.
Oh, Fong Lu, coffee snob?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love that. Okay.
Well, she's
She did-
from Seattle.
So that's
Okay.
enough said.
No, she's from Seattle.
Enough said. Is she moving to Miami with Howard Schultz or?
No,
Okay,
she's
just
going to
checking.
Sacramento.
Actually,
I
she's
think.
going to be the. She's taking over in Sacramento.
I know. As the health officer there. Yeah,
yeah.
good for her. She did a really good job here. Fong Lu. Yeah, really good lady.
She is also really good people.
Yes,
I
she
really
is.
enjoyed
I
working
went
with
to
her.
an event. Now, I have interviewed her multiple times. She's a brilliant woman, no
is.
question. I mean, she's smart.
Yep.
And she's very cordial, right? But I went to an event. She is a comedian. She is a stand-up. She got up and talked to the crowd. I was sitting there going, what? How come you didn't do that when you were on the air, right? Phenomenal being in front of people and being able to, I
love it.
Incredible
We got to get a
speakers.
show where she does comedy while you're playing guitar. The whole place would go nuts. Speaking of guitar, there was a great fundraiser that they had at Jerry Handy's place at Butte Star Ranch. That was pretty awesome. There's Paulie Onoff from Hooligans, whose his band Onoff is incredible. But they raised, it was a fundraiser for the Linda firefighters. They did a great job out there. Country Butcher was involved. Cool Hand Luke's was involved. A bunch of great local folks that went out there and supported that. And they raised some serious money. Nice pictures, Chris Pedigo, as always.
He is a phenomenal photographer.
Yes.
That guy is
Yeah,
amazing.
he's really good.
Well, he's tireless too, and I mean he goes
Yeah.
to, and he really, really, really cares about the community, and he
Yep.
understands
Yep.
the value of images, and he understands the limitations of the local paper.
Yep.
And so he and
He's
Bill Aller have been.
They jump up and they're great.
Yeah.
They're great resources.
Others can also participate that way. But
Oh yeah, no,
I mean,
no.
and-
I've had a few in there. I've had a
Really?
few pictures. Yeah, they've had to be doctored. Is that what you call it? Anyway, Kyle Long,
Wait a minute,
welcome to Sutter County. He is the new
They don't
fire
run,
chief.
They don't run pictures in the
Yeah, something like that.
arrest log.
I'm just trying not to bang. I'm trying not to bang the counter here today. So I'm doing a good job. Kyle Long, welcome. You're the new Sutter County Fire Department chief, and welcome to Sutter County. That's awesome. He started last month. I met him last week, and there are several meetings that are taking place in Sutter County.
Yeah.
In fact, Bob, I think I sent you an invite to another one. The next update. Anybody that wants to learn what's really going on in Yuba City and Sutter County and some of the futuristic things that are happening and some of the things that need to happen, give me an email at john@johncassityassociates.com. john@johncassityassociates.com.
What are you doing? What is it?
These are just conversations taking place. I'll get you an email, Chuck. May 20th is the next one at City Cafe in Yuba City at 4 p.m. And they're informational, and you're going to get to meet some of the leaders throughout the county and city and hear what's really going on. It's pretty good stuff. And
You are listening to KETQ 93.3 LPFM Yuba City. Thank you.
He just
nice
jumps
segue.
in and interrupts you.
Oh, that was perfect.
I'll interrupt you in a different way.
Fire away.
Okay, so we talked about a new fire chief in Sutter County.
Yeah.
Obituary this week of William Bill Burke, who was the very first full-time fire chief in Yuba City.
Wow.
Lived to be 106.
Incredible.
What?
Yeah,
Incredible.
yeah. But he was the
That is enough reason for us to want to be firemen.
Or not.
Yeah, that's true.
Or not.
yeah. No, but I just thought
Wow. That's
good
the
stuff.
very first full-time.
You know, the things you learn
1940s.
here on Rough Notes and Casual Thoughts are valuable information when you're at the next cocktail party or event in Yuba Sutter and you want to bring something up out of the blue.
Yeah, if you feel like you're going to be, so you're not rough at the party. You can
Exactly.
just casually talk
Exactly.
about.
Well,
some
yeah,
of the-
you know, somebody says, oh, you know, like because you're at a barbecue and they say, oh, these are fire grilled. Speaking of fire,
Speaking of fire.
Did you know?
Did you know?
Okay.
All right.
That's
That
called
used
a
to-
segue.
No, I used to get.
Did you?
No, people. I got a card from my daughter one time on Father's Day. It says, "Happy Father's Day to the man who answers." The man who provides answers to questions I haven't even asked.
Oh, I like that. That's a good.
Yeah, something
That's a
like
good
it.
card. That's good. That's
nice
smart.
Card, nice card.
Very nice.
Really,
You should have
really nice
framed
card.
That's
that one.
well done.
I may have. Yeah.
Okay, so there's a forensic speaking. Let's go from fire to water. Speaking of water, there's a forensic probe into Colgate. They're trying to figure out why the rupture occurred with the Fed's assistance now. So we should be getting more information on that. And I talked to Willie Whittlesey, the director over there, a couple weeks ago, and they're working their tails off to get that thing cleaned up and figure out what exactly happened. And
Do they have a timeline yet?
I think it's anywhere from 2 to 5 years is what I understand, but I think it'll be sooner. Yeah, it's going to take a little time. So, and who knows? Those guys. Willie's an amazing operator. I think it'll happen a lot faster than people
Well,
think.
it behooves
so, yeah.
them because not only do they have the expense of repair, but they're not making money.
Correct.
So the sooner it can get back
Oh
online,
no, it's
the
a
better
huge
it is.
it's a huge deal. It's a huge deal. Okay, so with that said, our final subject of the morning. You are Bob Fischetti. I don't know if it's a mediator or provocateur.
It's called a
I don't know what you want to call it, but you are working hard this tonight. You will be, and I believe Scott Anderson's involved too, as well. The editor
Scott
of the
and I
Appeal Democrat.
will both be there, and it's the candidate forum for the special election for California's Congressional District 1. So it'll be Assemblyman James Gallagher and Miss Aubrey Denny, and it's tonight at 5:30.
Is it the 530 Center?
Yeah, no. It's at the Sutter County Career Training Center, and that's at 875 Harder Parkway in Yuba City. So they explained to me it's the new building.
Yeah, it's
There's
beautiful.
two across from there, but it's the newer
Yeah, I
one.
believe that's the one. That's the building that the Kurt Hilbers and team and Dave Vaughn just finished.
So this will be really good because it's a forum where you're going to get an opportunity. Scott and I have about 5 or 6 topics that we're going to ask them because it affects the North State.
Right.
This is really and really it's guided around. All right, so you can tell me, well, if I get in, I'm going to do this. Well, I want to know how you're going to do that, right? Tell us how. They get so many minutes on each one. They can do a rebuttal, but we're shortening the rebuttal time so they
Is
don't
it
get
on
in.
radio or TV as
I
well?
hope you're.
I asked them. I was going to put it on TV, but they didn't do it. They didn't
So
call me
it's
back.
just you got to show up to
As
hear.
far as I know right now,
Because
unless-
I know They just Audrey and James did and I believe McGuire actually showed up after he said he wasn't going to show up in Chico. They did it on Mother's Day evening, and that was broadcast up there on was it KCR? I can't remember the name of the station up there, TV station. It was broadcast live. So, and you can see that. You can go on the internet and find it.
Yeah, I just think this is good because we are not the same as Southern California, right? And so to have a representative in our area at the state level is one thing, but this is at the federal level.
Correct.
And so I think this is important. I think it's going to be huge for us in Northern California. And
I hope one of the questions is how we're going to get all that millions of dollars back that was going to come for levee repair on the Sutter bypass that got kicked out early on in the new administration.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I'll send you some information. I don't know. I mean, also, how about funding? I mean, there was money coming for a project at Calpine that got derailed. Both those are it's a lot of money that was headed this way that wound up not getting. So are they?
Well, it might be because some of the topics are agriculture and water, infrastructure and transportation, public safety and emergency response,
say yes to all those?
healthcare, which is more around rural healthcare. Because rural hospitals are almost non-existent.
Well,
they keep shutting
yep.
them down. And then energy and environment and education
Well, I
and
mean,
workforce.
Sites Reservoir is getting a big chunk. The development and that project looks
Yeah.
like it's moving forward finally. So I know you never know what's going to happen when things move forward or don't in Congress. And
I
there are
just
a lot
hope
of
they
different
have
reasons.
boat rentals
Yeah, well, we'll find out.
They have what?
when they build Sykes Reservoir, and they. I just hope they have
Oh.
boat rentals.
They are. They're going to have houseboats.
good.
They're going. You can put houseboats on that lake. That will be.
How far away is that?
From 50 miles, I think.
Well, that's not bad.
No, it's good. And nice interview with Mike Thompson on your show. You did a good job.
He understood what I wanted. He really
Yeah.
did. I told him I'm concerned for agriculture because honestly, guys,
Well, he's an ag guy, so
you quit growing food. I don't care what else we do in the North State. You mess with food and water, and
Right.
all these other businesses. Those are core things we have to have.
Well, when you
And,
look at when you look at the money they secured for the peach farmers, there was a really good post by
Yeah, he said
James
that.
Gallagher and Mike Thompson together. And for once, you had Democrats and Republicans coming together and getting something done that was important to get done through that farm bill. They got that through, and obviously, Congressman LaMalfa, who passed away, had a little bit to do with that at the time as well. So. But it's nice to see that actually they can work together. to
Which
get some
I
stuff done.
honestly, I'm hoping we see more of that.
Yeah, oh, sure.
Where
Everybody
it's
is.
like, look, what's best for the people?
Yeah.
You can have your opinions all day long, but what's going to make a difference
Yeah.
to the people that live, your constituency, where you live,
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
So,
Yep. All right. Anything else going on in the community coming up, Bob, that we should? That's tonight again, the forum, Candidates Forum, and it's at, give them the address again at what time?
it is at, let me make sure, 875 Harder Parkway. And it's right across from River Valley High School.
Yep. Yep.
And
Beautiful
so-
new building.
Yeah. And I do want to mention just one more time that we now have 93Q TV on YouTube. So this program, because people can't always watch them right away, right? They're somewhere else or whatever. Although I found out a lot of people watch it, which I haven't figured out why
So
they
you're
watch
talking
it.
about the program that's sponsored by the Brick
The
in
Brick
Marysville.
Coffee
Kim
House.
Mann,
Come on, John
Kim
Cassidy.
Mata. Yeah. Yeah.
So they can watch this and it'll
Nice
rotate
save,
on there,
John.
but it'll go live. So whenever we're doing live broadcasting, whatever plays, the 24 hours of TV plays, it gets interrupted by this. So the minute that we start doing something, that way people get it right away, but then it's in the rotation. So
Yes, and Hard Rock coming up. Always
Yeah.
like to point that out. You've got Jason Bonham's Led Zeppelin evening, which is really amazing.
my
so
gosh.
that's Bonham's son,
That's
the
John
original
Bonham's son,
the
and
original
he
drummer for
is
Led Zeppelin,
phenomenal.
and that's May 16th. That's this Saturday night. That's at Hard Rock Live out in Wheatland, Hard Rock Sacramento Live out in Wheatland. And get your tickets for Earth, Wind, and Fire, folks. That's coming up in September, 2 nights. I think the 15th and 16th. You want to get on that?
I wonder if they picked September because that's one of their most popular songs.
You think so?
Is September.
And tied it right here? That's a good call. That's good knowledge right there.
September, right? It's like
That's the only time they play?
That's good
that's
knowledge.
like a
In
Randy
September.
Maddox
September.
thing.
That might be the only
Only
month of
month
the
they
year.
book?
Yeah, because
Well,
that's their
you know
that's
how-
their call. That's their calling card song.
Okay, so you know how bands will eventually they do a Christmas album. Well, what Earth, Wind, and Fire did was they took September and changed it to December. Smart guys. I mean, it's
Oh
like-
yeah, they're incredible. And then the world's greatest tribute Journey bands coming the following Saturday, and that's on May 23rd. And then Dayseekers coming. You don't want to miss that. Stray Cats coming back August 2nd. Aaron Lewis August 7th. The Police Experience August 9th. Go online and check out all the great shows coming back to Hard Rock. America's coming later in the year as well. We're still working on Tyler Rich and some other stuff. So make sure you keep checking out that website at Hard Rock Live
I'm
for
still
live shows.
buzzing from the weekend. We were in Long Beach at the Gas Lamp for the Twisted Gypsy.
Where did Danny play at?
It's called the Gas Lamp.
Oh yeah, that place is great.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and so they're going to be up. Twisted Gypsies coming back to Northern
When is that?
California in June. I think about
And where's it going to be?
at a Del Webb Estates
Oh, cool.
thing. Yeah,
Yeah, that's great.
but anyway.
Oh, that's down. That's only 30 minutes from here.
Yeah.
Oh, get me the date. Danny Pirro and Twisted Gypsy, the best Fleetwood Mac cover band in the world. And that picture someone took of her recently that she commented on the internet was classic Stevie Nicks / Danny Shaw. Excuse
Yeah,
me.
there you go.
Danny Shaw.
I was going to see
Classic.
if you were going to save that. I don't have to.
Classic photo. That's a great photo. I'll repost it if you want to find my Facebook page. It's a beautiful picture of her in her Stevie Nicks moment this past weekend. Anyway, Bob, anything else you want to throw out?
Nope. I
You're
think
good?
we're doing good. I want to thank everybody for we threw this program up because you had the paper version. And John, I think it was your idea, and so I just want to thank
got
people
one.
for watching it and commenting. And we're just, it's just fun. To me, this is fun, right? And so, and it's the last I'm going to say about missing
for
you.
me,
It's also the middle of the week, right? You like that idea?
yeah,
It's a hump day show.
It's a hump day show.
Hump day show.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a modern version of Herb Cain, i.e., that we are podcasted, we are TV, we are radio, and so it's a modern version of Herb Cain. There
It's
you go.
about the only responsibility I have anymore. I got to be here by 9:30 on Wednesdays.
Well, I know. Linda has to carry your rear end all over the place. It's scary.
Such pressure on
It's
Chuck.
a lot of pressure.
Got to be at one place, one day of the week.
A lot of pressure.
You know, one of the things you learn right away about retirement?
No, I don't know.
Work is for suckers.
That's right. Correct. Good call. We'll end it with that. Thank you for joining us today on this edition of Rough Notes and Casual Thoughts.
The
I'm
radio
John Cassidy. That is Chuck Smith. That is Bob Fischetti.
For those of you who aren't looking on Facebook, he's pointing at us and actually hitting us with his finger.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah, no, next we're going to
Don't
start
hit me
fighting.
back. Don't hit me back. And I want to thank Scott Anderson. All the support from the Appeal Democrat for the show has been great. And letting Chuck hang out here with us when you're not here as well is all good. We got to get all four horsemen in here one day, and then that'll shut me up. Thank you very much for joining us this Wednesday. We will talk to you again next week, 9:30 every Wednesday right here on 93Q. Kurt Baird on the board. Thanks again. Have a great week, everybody.